Good evening, class. It's Sean Shetler with CHRI 6339 Proverbs. And this evening, I'll be talking about the fear of the Lord. When I think about the fear of the Lord, I'm reminded that this isn't about cowering in terror or fear before an angry God. The Hebrew word yira encompasses something much richer. It's more about majesty, honor, reverence, respect, holiness, glory, and wonder, all wrapped together. It's like standing before the Rocky Mountains on a clear morning where you're not afraid but completely overwhelmed by the towering majesty and breathtaking beauty. There's a sense of wonder that makes you fall silent in the presence of such glory and magnificence. In my own words, the fear of the Lord is recognizing who God truly is by his holiness, power, justice, and love, and responding with appropriate reverence and honor that he deserves. It's understanding that our proper place in relationship to the creator of the universe. It's not about being scared of God as much as it is about being so amazed by his character and majesty and glory and holiness that it transforms how we think, speak, and live. Just as the Rocky Mountains command respect through their sheer grandeur, God's holiness and glory evoke reverent wonder in those who truly see him. I believe that there are several significant benefits for Christians who understand this concept a little bit more. First, it provides the proper foundation for wisdom. Proverbs 9:10 tells us the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Without this reverent understanding of who God is, all of our other knowledge becomes distorted and misapplied. True wisdom starts with recognizing God's majesty and our need for his guidance. Second, it becomes a fountain of life and protection. As we see in Proverbs 14:27, it beautifully states the fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a person away from the snares of death. When we live with proper reverence for God's holiness and glory, it becomes life-giving and protective. This reverent respect guides us away from destructive paths and toward choices that bring us to a flourishing life. Third, it cultivates humility into our hearts. And when we truly grasp God's greatness and our dependence on him, it keeps us from the pride that Proverbs warns us that goes before destruction, that we see in Proverbs 16, verse 18. This humility isn't self-deprecation, but a realistic understanding of our place before the majestic and holy God. Fourth, it transforms our daily decision-making. When we live with constant awareness that we serve a holy God who sees everything, it affects how we conduct our work, treat our relationships, and respond to temptation. We pursue excellence not to impress others, but because we serve the Lord with reverence and honor. Finally, understanding the fear of the Lord brings security and peace. There's a profound comfort in knowing that God that we revere and wonder is the same God whose majesty rivals the Rocky Mountains, but whose love surpasses all understanding, is also the God who holds all of our lives in his hands and who calls us his children. Psalm 111 verse 10 gives us another powerful insight into the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All who follow his precepts have good understanding. Notice how this echoes what we see throughout Proverbs. The fear of the Lord. It isn't the end goal, it's the starting point. It's the foundation upon which all true wisdom is built. And when we approach God with proper awe, reverence, and honor, recognizing his holiness and majesty, it fundamentally changes how we see everything else. But here's what's beautiful about this verse. It doesn't stop at the beginning. It says those who follow God's precepts. Those who live out the reverent fear have good understanding. The fear of the Lord isn't just theoretical, it's actually practical. It leads to discernment, good judgment, and the ability to navigate life's complexities with divine wisdom. And when we truly revere God, we don't just gain knowledge, we gain understanding. We begin to see life from His perspective, making decisions that honor Him and experience the blessings that come from walking in God's ways. That's the transformative power of the fear of the Lord.